Picture this, you're 25 years old, you walk into a bank to apply for your first apartment, and the landlord looks at you and says, "I'm sorry, but you don't exist financially." That was me 6 months ago. I had absolutely zero credit history. Not bad credit and no credit. But today, I'm sitting here with a 758 credit score, and I'm about to show you exactly how I did it using 5 strategies that most people have never heard of. What's up, everyone? My name is Grant, and if you're someone who's been told you need credit to get credit, which makes absolutely no sense, by the way, then this video is going to change your life. I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step process. I used to go from credit invisible to having excellent credit in just 6 months. And here's the crazy part, I didn't even get a traditional credit card to do it. So let me paint you a picture of where I was 6 months ago. I was that person who thought being debt-free meant I was financially responsible. I paid cash for everything, my car, my purchases, even my rent. I thought I was doing everything right. But when I tried to get an apartment in a better neighborhood, I got a harsh reality check. The landlord pulled my credit report and literally said, "Are you sure you gave me the right social security number?" I had what's called a thin file. Basically, the credit bureaus had heard of me, but I had no payment history whatsoever. I realized I was stuck in this impossible catch-22. I needed credit to get credit, but nobody would give me credit because I had no credit. That's when I decided to hack the system. I researched every single way to build credit without falling into debt traps, and I came up with a 5-part strategy that I'm going to share with you right now. But before we dive in, if you're getting value from this video, smash that like button. It really helps with the algorithm and lets me know you want more content like this. Here's what we're going to cover. Strategy number 1, the $200 trick that kickstarted everything. Strategy number 2, how I became an authorized user without asking family. Strategy number 3, the loan that actually builds your savings. Strategy number 4, getting credit for bills you're already paying. Strategy number 5, the monitoring system that kept me on track. All right, let's start with strategy number 1, the secured credit card. Now, I know I said I didn't get a traditional credit card, and this isn't traditional. A secured card is basically training wheels for your credit. Here's how it works. I put down a $200 deposit with Discover, and that became my credit limit. The genius part, this deposit it's collateral. I get it back when I close the account. But here's the key that most people mess up. I treated this like a debit card, not a credit card. I only used it for one recurring bill, my Netflix subscription. Every month, Netflix charged $15, and I immediately paid it off. That's it. No big purchases, no carrying a balance, no interest charges. The result? After just 2 months, I had my first credit score, 679. Not amazing, but it was a start. The credit bureaus could finally see that I existed and that I could make payments on time. Strategy number 2 is where things got interesting. I became an authorized user, but not in the way you might think. I didn't ask my parents or siblings. Instead, I found a legitimate service that connects people who want to build credit with people who have excellent credit. I paid $150 to be added as an authorized user on someone's credit card with a long payment history and low utilization. I never saw the card, never used it, never even knew the person's name. But their positive payment history got added to my credit report. Within 30 days, my credit score jumped from 679 to 712. That's a 33-point increase for basically doing nothing. Now, I want to be clear, you need to be careful with these services and make sure they're legitimate. Do your research, read reviews, and understand that there are some risks involved. Strategy number 3 blew my mind. The credit builder loan. This is the loan that actually helps you save money while building credit. I got mine through a local credit union, but you can find them online too. Here's how it works. I borrowed $1,000, but instead of giving me the money, they put it in a savings account. I then made monthly payments of about $85 for 12 months. Each payment got reported to all 3 credit bureaus as an on-time loan payment. At the end of 12 months, I got my $1,000 back, plus a small amount of interest. So essentially, I forced myself to save $1,000 while building credit history. It's like a savings account that reports to the credit bureaus. This strategy alone added another 20 points to my credit score because it showed I could handle installment debt, not just revolving credit. Strategy number 4 was getting credit for something I was already doing, paying rent. I signed up for a rent reporting service that takes your rent payments and reports them to the credit bureaus. Now, not all credit scores factor in rent payment, but some do. And here's what's crazy. I got credit for my entire rental history going back 2 years. So instead of starting from zero, I suddenly had 2 years of perfect payment history. This service cost me $8 per month, but it was worth every penny. It added another 15 points to my score within the first month. Strategy number 5 was staying on top of everything. I set up free credit monitoring through Credit Karma and my bank's app. I checked my score every week, not because I was obsessed, but because I wanted to catch any errors immediately. I also learned about credit utilization. Even though I was only using my secured card for Netflix, I made sure to keep my utilization below 10%. Some months, I would pay off my balance before the statement even closed to keep my utilization as low as possible. I also spaced out my applications. I didn't apply for multiple accounts at once because each application can temporarily lower your score. So here's what happened over those 6 months. Month 1, no credit score. Month 2, 679 with a secured card reporting. Month 3, 712 after the authorized user was added. Month 4, 731 with a credit builder loan and rent reporting. Month 5, 745 from continued good habits. Month 6, 758 with everything working together. The total investment, about $500 over 6 months. But here's what that got me. I qualified for that apartment, I got approved for a real credit card with cashback rewards, and I even got pre-approved for a car loan at 3.2% interest. Before we wrap up, let me share the biggest mistakes I see people make. First, don't use your secured card for everything. Treat it like training wheels, use it for one small recurring bill, and pay it off immediately. Second, don't close your secured card too early. I kept mine open for the full 6 months to build payment history. Third, don't ignore your credit reports. I found 2 errors on mine that could have hurt my score if I hadn't disputed them. And finally, don't get impatient. Building credit is a marathon, not a sprint. Consistency beats perfection every time. If this video helped you, here's what I want you to do. First, smash that like button and subscribe for more financial content. Second, leave a comment and let me know where you are in your credit journey. I read every single comment and try to respond to as many as possible. And if you want a free credit score check, I'll put some links in the description to legitimate services that won't hurt your credit. Remember 6 months ago, I was credit invisible. Today, I have excellent credit and financial opportunities one never thought possible. If I can do it, you can too. The system isn't designed to keep you out, you just need to know how to play the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about how to leverage good credit to build wealth. Peace.